Hi guys, Top Pops here, and in today's video we're going to be talking about my top 5 best and worst Chrome Funko Pops. So let's get started. So about 10 months ago, I did my best and worst Chase Funko Pops, and because you guys enjoyed that video so much, I wanted to do it with another kind of thing that we could do a bunch of. So today, we're going to be doing Chrome ones, and I'm going to be going through my worst ones first, and then we're going to be going on to my best ones. So let's just get started with this one here, which is the Chrome Joker. Oh, and also guys, for context, we're going to be starting with my least favorite and then ending on my favorites. That way you guys can see what I really enjoy about a Chrome Pop. And also really don't enjoy. So anyways, let's talk about the Joker one here, which is from Batman Arkham Asylum. Now, I kind of understand why they did this figure, and it was right around the time when the new Joker movie was coming out, and they really didn't make any products for that. So I'm guessing that Funko was like, let's try to make some sort of Joker. So they took a license that they already had, which was Batman Arkham Asylum, and made this figure here, as well as a black Chrome and a purple Chrome. It really wasn't necessary. And no, the only reason I think it was justifiable was because there was a new Joker movie coming out, but I feel like this wasn't even the best way to do it. They could have probably made the closest Joker possible to that film, because this one looks absolutely nothing like the Joker in the movie. The only reason I'd want to purchase it because of the film was because you were just thinking about Joker, and not because it looks like the one in the movie. And also, if you're going for a Joker figure, I feel like they should have made it where the hair was chromed green, the face was like maybe a silver chrome, and then the body was a purple chrome. That would have been really cool, but because they made it all green chrome, and then you had to purchase like a black version and a purple version as well to make the entire collection complete, it was a lot of figures. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, they also made a silver chrome as well, so there was 4 different versions of this Joker, and I feel like nobody completed the entire set. Now, I think the only reason that someone would actually want to complete this was to finish their Arkham Asylum set, because there was some really great figures in this line, but to then have 4 chrome Jokers on top of that, it was really odd, because they had a really nice Batman, Joker, Killer Croc, Poison Ivy, and I enjoyed the Harley Quinn as well. I mean, it makes sense for the game, but yeah, I think all of these ones on the back look way better than whatever these chromes are. Now, next up here, guys, we are going over to Star Wars Celebration 2019, talking about this figure right here, and actually not just this figure, every single figure from Star Wars Celebration 2019, even the ones that you could only get at the convention. And now, I know I just generalized a lot of figures here, but the reason I put them on the list is because they were all exactly the same. They just took different sculpts from before, made them gold chrome or blue chrome if you went to the convention, and then slapped a con sticker on it, and that was pretty much it. And now, the reason I really didn't enjoy this was because Star Wars Celebration is a place where everybody knows everything about Star Wars, so if you were to make some more obscure characters, you definitely could make them exclusive to this convention, and people would buy them. They would actually probably sell really well, probably a lot better than these ones here, but then I also remember that they did limit the blue chrome ones at the convention to I think about 3,000, maybe 5,000 pieces, so that was kind of their way of getting people to buy them. Because as soon as Funko slaps a limited edition number on a pop, it is going to sell out immediately, and Funko knows this as well, so that's definitely why they did it, so they could be a little bit lazier with the figures, but then make them limited edition, and maybe if you missed out on some of the blue chrome ones at the convention, after the con, you might go out and pick up some of the gold chrome ones, so you have something from the con. And I think the weirdest part about this entire thing is that they were actually making new sculpts for most of the Chrome characters. Like you guys can see on the side here, this is a Yoda that we've never seen before in these colors, and they for some reason started with a gold Chrome version, but I feel like if this one was exclusive to the convention, it would have sold out a lot quicker. Alright, now guys, for the third pop, we have this one right here, and some of you guys might be mad that I'm putting this one on the list, but I will talk about why I am in a second. It is the Haunted Mansion 3-pack exclusive to Target. And now the reason I put this one on the list is because I know that Funko was trying to make these a little bit easier for people to get by putting them into a 3-pack and then making them chrome, because they were exclusive to the Disney parks and they sold out super quickly, and then they never restocked the original ones. And you guys can actually see the original ones on the back here with Phineas, Ezra, and Gus, and they actually got their names right on this box. And now for me personally, I think the blue was a great color, but I think the chroming was unnecessary. They definitely could have done it where maybe they do it like completely translucent because they are ghosts. I think just having them like this chrome blue doesn't really make sense. I get it, they're ghosts, but I think having them translucent would have been a lot cooler. And I know that the original characters already were translucent, but I'm not thinking so much like just slightly translucent. I think they should do it where it's almost like the John Cena translucent, where you can see directly through it, but maybe with like a slight bluish tint. That would have been really cool, especially because the chrome doesn't really make sense, but to have them even clearer in a 3-pack like this, it would have been pretty neat. And now I don't want to dog on this 3-pack too much. I understand why they did this, because they wanted people to be able to get the original 3 without having to pay an arm and a leg for it, but also the original collectors would still be happy because these these are different enough that you'd want to probably get both if you wanted to complete your set. Alright guys, now the next figure that we have here is the Pop Icons Ratfink. Now I love the original version of the Ratfink, which is this one right here. It actually glows in the dark. It's a really great figure, and it looks like this one on the side of the box here. But then at the exact same convention, they made it the black chrome as well as green chrome, and it was definitely unnecessary. And you know guys, I was thinking about this. All of the figures that are on my worst list are just ones that are super unnecessary. Like, we definitely didn't need any of these characters, but Funko was trying to milk it just a little bit more so that way people would buy 3 of them instead of 1. And we never even got an original version of this one that wasn't glow in the dark, and I feel like we should have got that first before we got the black chrome. And I feel like also the green chrome is a little bit better than the black one, and that's why I put the black one on the list. Because Ratfink is predominantly green, I understand that one, but for them to then make a black chrome, I don't really understand it. Maybe it's because Ratfink has to do with cars, and cars have a lot of chrome, but it's a bit of a stretch. Alright everybody, now let's get on to my last worst chrome pop, which is this one right here. This is the Doctor Strange from Marvel, the first 10 years. And now I don't want to single out Doctor Strange. I do want to put this entire line on the list, but there are so many of them that I couldn't grab all of them, so we're just going to be looking at Doctor Strange today. And I mean guys, looking on the back here, they made so many different ones. There's actually 12 different gold chrome ones altogether. There was 10 normal ones, and then 2 fan vote winners, and it really is too many. And now guys, I did grab another one of the Marvel the first 10 years figures that I think was a great job that Funko did, and it is this one right here. This is the Iron Man Mark 1 from the 2018 Summer Conventions exclusive, and I think that this is how they should have done all of the first 10 years figures. And they did do it for a couple of them. They did it for the Iron Man Mark 1, they also did it for the Thanos in the chair, and I think that they should have went through a bunch of the movies and found characters that they hadn't created or maybe wanted to redo the sculpts on and make those for the first 10 years figures instead of just a bunch of the exact same ones that we've already seen in gold chrome. And like, I kinda get it. It's a big mark. The first 10 years, they really want to show it off by making something special, but when you make too many chrome figures, it really isn't special anymore. I remember when the original chrome Batman came out, everybody wanted that thing. It was worth like $500, and now I think it's down to like maybe 100 or 200 just because they saturated the market way too much. And that one, if I'm not mistaken, was back in like 2016 or 2017, and back then everybody wanted chrome pops, but now at this point in 2018? Yeah, 2018, it was already too many of them. So for them to make 10 more, actually 12 more of these, it really was a lot. And that's why I put these ones on the list, because there were so many chrome pops at the time, and then they went and made 12 more. None of these are really worth anything. I think maybe like $8 to $10. Nothing crazy. Alright everyone, well that was all of my worst chrome Funko Pops, but now let's get on to the best stuff so that way you guys can see the right way to chrome a pop. And now let's start with this one right here. This is one from Incredibles 2, and this is the Chrome Jack Jack. And I mean, if you guys are looking at this, you can already see why I'm enjoying this one more than any of the ones that I showed off in the worst section. You know what guys, let me actually pop this one out of the protector so we can see it a little bit closer up. And the reason that I put this one on the best list is because Jack Jack actually turns into solid metal in the film. So for them to make a chrome version of that with him still having his kind of like onesie on, or like the Incredibles suit, it really is a great figure. I mean, I just love how they did the hands as well. It's super well done. Now, I'm gonna try to show you guys this figure without touching it too close because I wanted to take it out of the box just so I could see it a little bit closer up, and look at those hands. It really is well done, and I love the chrome on the face there because I can see myself inside of it. It's so shiny. And if you were to look at Jack Jack in the film, this is the exact places that he would have been chromed in the movie. The hands as well as his head. So to have Funko make it exactly like that, it really is a cool figure. And I was just checking to see what year this figure came out, and it was 2018, around the same time as all of the other ones. Actually, this one came out before most of the ones that we looked at in the worst chrome pop section, so they definitely could have done something cool like this for a lot of those characters. Now guys, let's get into this one here, and this was one of the first ever chrome Funko Pops coming out back in 2015. I know, they were making chrome pops in 2015, and this one here is the chrome C-3PO. Probably my favorite out of all of them. And also guys, something kind of weird about this figure is that it's a blue box chrome Funko Pop, and I think that this thing just looks amazing. I love the detail on it, and also you guys can see that they did do it with a bunch of different colors very similar to Jack Jack, so they definitely could have done it for some of those worst figures just like this, and I think those ones would have been 1,000 times better if they did it like this. And now I do want to pop this one out of the box, and I haven't taken this thing out in I don't know how long, so I really want to see this one a little bit closer up because today's video is an excuse to look at it, and wow, Wow, hold on. Oh, I don't want to ruin the head. I don't want to touch the head either. I know, guys, this does give me an excuse to take it out of the box, and wow, look at this thing here. It really is crazy how chrome this thing is, and it looks exactly like C-3PO does in the film, just a little bit popified. Oh, and I forgot that about this character. Because they are chrome, they had to make the pieces a little bit looser and separate, so the arms do move slightly, and I don't know if they're supposed to do that, and I'm definitely not gonna like mess around with them, but they do move a little bit. And also, because this is one of the original Star Wars Funko Pops, you can take it off its base, which is really weird, especially because it's chrome. It's very light, like a lot lighter than a normal Funko Pop, so it does feel a little bit weird to have it off the base, but it definitely does come off. And now, guys, next up here we have this one coming in from the Avengers Infinity War, and this is the purple chrome Thanos, and actually there is 5 other ones making up all of the Infinity Stones. And the build up to Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet is pretty much the entirety of the MCU, so that's why I put him on the list instead of the Chrome Hulks. Yes, they made 6 Chrome Hulks, pretty much exactly the same as these ones here, and he wore it for like, what? 20, maybe 30 minutes in the film? It was not long at all. No, it's definitely way less than that. Maybe 5. And now, even though I do have all 6 of the Chrome Hulks, I do think it was still a little overkill because it was really cool when they made all 6 of the Chrome Thanoses. I was like, this is great because it goes with all of the different Infinity Stones. But then when they did it with the Hulks, it was too much. And now, guys, next up here, we have one of the best uses of chrome I think I've ever seen for a chrome Funko Pop, and this one here is the Dundie Award from The Office. And now this one here is an Amazon exclusive, and I believe you guys can still pick this one up. I would think so, but now let me actually take this one out of the box so I can show you guys how cool this figure actually is. And now, guys, here is the Dundie Award out of the box, and I think that Funko did such a crazy job with this figure, especially putting it on the base there, and this is, I believe, the first ever trophy to get a Funko Pop, so that is a pretty big honor for the Dundies. And now, guys, this right here is definitely how you chrome a Funko Pop, because I feel like if Funko chromed the entire thing, it would have looked stupid, but because they chromed some parts and not all of them, it really is well done. You know, guys, I'm looking at this here, and the top 2 chrome Funko Pops are both Amazon exclusives, so Amazon, you really are getting some great chrome pops, and this one here that I want to talk about is the Chrome Mandalorian. And now, personally, I think that the 10-inch version of this one is a lot better, and they actually made the 10-inch version chrome as well, but I don't own that one, so we had to go with the normal size one, which is still an amazing figure. And now, guys, here is the Chrome Mandalorian right here. This thing is chromed in all of the right spots, and I know it's a little hard to see because it is kind of dark, but this thing really does look amazing. You guys can see they didn't chrome the entire thing, just the parts of the helmet that really do make sense. And also, I think it's just the helmet that's chromed and not the body, but still, it really looks great. And oh, guys, this one here as well as the Dundee were very close for being first, and I didn't know which one I was going to put, but I felt like this one had a lot more detail because the Dundee was still just a lot of gold, when this one they added paint into the helmet where it was chromed, and this is pretty much the first time they've ever done that. And well, anyways, guys, there you go. That was my top 5 best and worst chrome Funko Pops in my collection. And also, let me know in the comment section below which ones you guys would have put on the list, because I feel like there's a lot that I did miss. But anyways, let's spin the wheel and let's see what we get today. Ooh, Pop in a Box. I haven't got that one yet. Let me get one. All right, everybody, so the Pop in a Box exclusive that I chose was a pretty random one. This one here is the Deadpool / Venom. Not Deadpool Venom, just like both of them kind of like half and half. It's pretty neat. And now, I've had this figure in my collection for a while now, and I'm not sure if this one is from a comic book or maybe this was something that Funko just wanted to do because they were doing a lot of like the Venom and Deadpool figures. I'm not 100% sure, but it still looks really great. And you guys can see on the back here, this is to go with the X-Men, so it's probably from one of the comic books because that's where these guys are from. And now, guys, let me pop this one out of the box so that way you guys can see the katana as well as the arm a little bit closer up, because look at how weird this figure is out of the box. It has that huge Venom hand as well as the normal Deadpool katana, and I think it's really cool how they mashed both of them together. And I do gotta say, guys, Pop in a Box gets some pretty great exclusives, and if you guys are wondering when this figure came out, it was back in 2019. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys want to see more from me in the future, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all that. But this has been another episode of Top Pops. Popsters, thanks for watching. See you guys tomorrow.
Dripping like a school. On a forward school. Baby gonna screw. She funny with it. Cool. V5 full thump. I'm a hump on a bounce. Jack and Jill up a hill. Baby tryna get a meal. Mary had a little lamb. I really do not fuck with, and she calling me the muffin man. I surely like the muffin top. Snow. Like my lashes.